Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Ant Castle Diary. Did you know that when raising ants, you often end up with some unused nests? Some of these nests are caused by the unfortunate deaths of ants, preventing the colony from continuing to grow. Some are simply too large for the colony to adapt to within a short period of time, and some simply fail due to unsuitable environments. Today, I'll share the stories of 5 of my unused nests. They once held all my hopes, but ultimately became unused. Can you guess what kind of ants these nests are suitable for? Let's explore their pasts and the reasons behind their failures. First, let's take a look at the first nest, the largest one. This was my first ant nest, and I paid a lot for it. At the time, I was filled with anticipation, believing it would be the perfect start to my ant-raising career. This ant castle is incredibly versatile. You can see the temperature and humidity inside the nest from the side, observe the ants' activity areas, and the scenery inside is truly beautiful. I've raised golden camphor ants and artisan harvester ants here. At first, they seemed to be adapting well, but unfortunately, none of the ants survived. I was puzzled as to why this had failed. Later, an experienced keeper told me that the nest's activity area was too large for my colony, and the high humidity in the nest also affected the ants' survival. In summary, it was probably an unsuitable environment that ultimately prevented the ants from adapting, leading to their complete annihilation. Next, I purchased my second ant nest, a plaster-assembled nest. I used this nest to house Turkic camponotus ants. Initially, when the ants took up residence, I thought things were going well. The nest was beautifully landscaped, and the videos I captured were fantastic. They seemed active and vibrant, and it looked like this would be a successful venture. However, things didn't go as I expected. Ultimately, due to the humidity in the nest, this entire colony of Turkic camponotus ants also perished. In summary, humidity was once again the key factor in the failure. Then came the third nest. I purchased a transparent acrylic nest. This nest allowed me to better observe the ants' lives and behaviors, so I decided to use it to raise Nicobar camponotus ants. The transparent nest allowed me to clearly see the ants' every movement, making it a truly excellent observation tool. At first, everything seemed to be going smoothly, and the Nicobar camponotus ants were very active in the nest. However, this good fortune didn't last long. Humidity issues once again affected their survival, and the entire colony ultimately failed. At this point, I heard some sellers suggest using test tube nests for camponotus ants, which would make humidity control easier and improve survival rates. To improve my breeding methods, I decided to purchase a fourth nest, a test tube nest. I hoped this nest would provide a better living environment for the camponotus ants. So, I raised Japanese camponotus ants. Initially, I barely disturbed them, only occasionally feeding them sweet water and protein, hoping to let the colony grow in peace. However, a few months later, when I checked on them, they had still been completely wiped out. I began to feel discouraged. This failure shook my confidence in ant breeding. Although this nest provided relatively stable humidity, the ants still couldn't adapt and eventually died. By chance, a friend recommended my fifth ant nest, the cup nest. It looked promising, and after careful consideration, I decided to give it another try, raising golden camphor ants. Initially, the colony was very active, even producing eggs. The entire process gave me confidence, and I felt like I had finally succeeded. However, the cup nest's shortcomings soon became apparent. Due to its dry design, the ants lacked a sufficient water source, resulting in many deaths from lack of water, and ultimately, the colony succumbed to its challenges. Although these ant nests are temporarily out of use, each one holds a story of both hope and disappointment. From the stories of these nests, I've learned a great deal about ant husbandry. Humidity, space, and the right nest environment are all crucial factors for successful breeding. Now, these unused ant nests await new opportunities. Do you know which ants would be suitable for these unused nests? If you have any suggestions, please share them in the comment section below. Based on your suggestions, I'll reselect suitable ants for these nests and continue to raise and document their growth. If you're interested in the world of ants and enjoy reading about their lives and my care experiences, please like and subscribe. See you next time.